And he's gone, like before. So Bouchard is gone. Second delivery space. Or should I say the second delivery from Botham. Breaking through right away. Australia losing their first wicket.
The ball drifting in. Just a little bit in off the pitch. Led right back. In quite high but perfectly straight, and I suspect would have taken the stumps about 2 inches below middle. The umpire having no hesitation, Botham jubilant, and a great start for the England side. See if we can pick up any movement back by Botham. The ball just slants in a little bit and then off the wicket. Really, from that angle, a tremendous delivery.
So Australia have lost their first wicket, only 2 runs on the board.
However, the umpire's decision is the one that counts, and he gave it to Border.
And he's given out this time. Could be like before. Appeal from Botham. The ball went into the hands of Willis in the slips. But it might well have been a leg before decision.
Botham pitching just outside off stump. The ball nipping back. Hitting him around about the line of off stump. But the success of Mike Brearley's gamble has certainly paid off, sending Australia into bed.
Well, I suppose you can say he intended that to go there because it went straight down the ground, but it was a little bit of an iffy stroke. Produces 3 runs for him. Graham Gilly, the fieldsman. Gilly. And, good heavens, what a triumph there for Graham Gilly. What a lovely pickup. Wiener just fractionally slow, I suspect, in starting off. And 3 down for 20 now. What a tragedy after losing 2 to the bowlers to have the 3rd one run out.
Casual sort of run from Wiener. What a brilliant return, though, from Dilly. Look at Wiener struggling there for the crease. The return's coming in, and as you can see, Wiener is well short when the bells go flying. There it is from the opposite end, and Chappell there quite confident there was a single in that, tucking it off his pads. But even now, Wiener is struggling. He knows that if that returns on the stump, he's out, and there he is. He's well out. He's foot and a half out.
Good shot. No need to run for that. In fact, Hughes doesn't bother. Well, that's the first stroke of authority we've seen this morning. It's Ian Botham to bowl to Kim Hughes. It's an unusual shot. 4 runs, but you don't see too many of those.
That is a beautiful shot from Greg Chappell. Certainly a case of the master against the inexperienced here. Beautiful shot. Kim Hughes going for the cut shot again and getting it. That'll go for 4. Even Derek Randall can't catch that one. 4 more runs to Kim Hughes.
Gone. It's well caught. It flew quite fast from the outside edge of Greg Chappell's bat. It was caught by Geoffrey Boycott, who was in the slip area. And Greg Chappell has gone for 19. Caught Boycott, bowled Botham.
A rather tentative shot there from Greg Chappell, which went off the thick edge to comfortable height for Boycott, who made no mistake. And so Botham wins that war of attrition with that leg cutter just finding the edge and going straight to Boycott at about the 3rd slip finish. 4 for 88.
Well, I suppose we've got to class that as a loose delivery, but it seemed to me that he was trying to get the Yorker through. Kim Hughes has made a half century.
And Willis continuing. In almost all pace from England. And that's dropped. Really a bad miss. Bottom of the bat. And Willis got both hands to it. And a very bad miss.
This is one of the occasions when you think the ball's coming back harder to you than it is. And Bob Willis has time to check. But then for some unknown reason he jumps at that delivery.
Well, that's a strange shot. Gets 4 runs for it. An overhead smash, I suppose you would call it, if it was White City and Sydney. But 4 runs. And there's the hook, top edge, Underwood under it, takes the catch. Toohey caught Underwood, bowled Lillee. Lillee's first wicket in Test cricket, and Australia are 5 for 127.
Not a great shot, this, because he never gets really in control of it. It's a very high bouncer, and he gets the top edge. And Derek Underwood, he catches it a bit low down, but nevertheless he holds it, and that's Australia's 5th wicket going down.
When he hits them, they really do stay hit.
So Kim Hughes has the strike, Graham Dilley the bowler.
That's a great square drive. Hughes goes into the 70s. Well, it's just about a lone hand here today for Kim Hughes. Made 73 out of 137, and that was as good a stroke as he's played.
There are those 2 deep men out, one behind square and one in the orthodox deep mid-wicket area. Marsh likes those shots. In fact, his first scoring shot was a 6 off Miller over that boundary. And he's misstumped. Well, Rob Taylor certainly doesn't make many mistakes, but that was one which he should have swallowed. Marsh looked to be a long way down.
Taylor didn't look as if he caught the ball cleanly. He grappled with it, and Marsh was way out of his ground. Got himself back, and it really did take him a long while to get back, but obviously Taylor hadn't taken the ball cleanly and could not take the bails off. So a miss for England.
And a misfield will take Kim Hughes on to 99. Oh, what a great catch, and what bad luck for Kim Hughes. Absolutely superb catch there by England skipper Mike Brearley. Derek Underwood gets revenge there for having had Marsh missed in the last over, and Hughes, unlucky, hit that right off the meat of the bat. Smashed it away in front of square leg, and Mike Brearley picked it up.
The ball was there to be hit. It was a bad ball outside leg stump. Hughes hit it well, failed to get over the top of it, and there's that catch by Brearley. Over his head. And there is the shot again. And it is the second time this season I've seen a 99 on this ground.
A great anticipation there from Mike Brearley. Kim Hughes, 99, caught Brearley, bowled Underwood, and it's 6 for 186.
And that's out. Beautifully taken. Fine catch by Bob Taylor down the leg side. Dillee's second wicket. The new ball is struck. Australia are 7 for 219.
Fine bit of wicket-keeping here by Bob Taylor. Of course, he's standing wide to the left-hander, and Rod Marsh getting that inside edge. Bob Taylor getting across there very well indeed.
And that's gone too. That's out. Bright caught, Taylor bowled Botham, so the second new ball really has struck now in successive overs, and Australia have slipped now to 8 for 219.
And this is a pretty wide delivery from Ian Botham, and Ray Bright chasing it. He gets the outside edge. It's another catch for Bob Taylor, the fourth wicket for Ian Botham.
And the good Yorker dug out by Dennis Lillee with his aluminium bat, which he's using today. Used the wood one yesterday, but has come out today now with that new aluminium bat of his. Well, it certainly drove that one pretty well. And the long chase here for David Gower will just get it to it inside the boundary as the batsman come 4-3.
It was a fine shot by Dennis Lillee. The ball pitched up and he drove. And that did hit the middle of the bat and very nearly went for 4.
I think what Brearley has gone to the umpires to say is that the aluminium bat has damaged the ball in some way with that shot from Lillee, and I don't think there's anything that the umpires can do about it. And Lillee is standing his ground, quite literally.
And Greg Chappell is now coming out into the ground. Lillee has violently thrown that bat away. It really is a very sad state of affairs in this ground, and that's the thing that is causing all the trouble, the aluminium cricket bat.
And that's it, bowled. Botham gets his 5th wicket, and the 9th Australian wicket falls at 243.
Fine bit of bowling by Botham, round the wicket, angling in at the left hand, and the ball swinging in, Dimmock playing across the line, closing the face, and of course, down go the stumps.
And that's the end of the innings. Botham has got 6. Australia are all out for 244. Lillee caught Taylor, bowled Botham for 18.
A fine spell of bowling by Ian Botham. This ball pitched around about, just outside off stump, nipped back just enough to find the...
The English openers then headed to the middle to begin the run chase.
A great catch. What a start. A really super catch there from Kim Hughes, who got into the match yesterday with 99 and now has taken a marvellous catch.
And notice how this ball's going down. And look at that late reaction from Hughes, who just manages to get a hand underneath it just as the ball is about to hit the ground. It was a shot which Randall got fairly well on top of. He was not in line with the ball, as you saw. He really was backing away slightly and failed to control it adequately, but marvellous reactions there on the part of Kim Hughes, and that's a great shot in the arm for Australia, who've immediately struck back into this game.
Not far away from Rodney Marsh, but far enough to produce 4 runs for Willie. And he's gone. That's well bowled by Dimmock. A nice piece of cricket that one slanting away from the right hand of Peter Willie. He's out for 9, caught Greg Chappell at first slip, bowled Dimmock, and England now are 2 for 12 in what has been a sensational morning.
Well, that certainly was a very good delivery. And if there was one aspect of that ball that really troubled Willie, that was the bounce. You saw the way that Willie angled the bat there. He was playing a little bit towards the onside. A good catch there, too, by Greg Chappell.
That's close, Margaret. Well, Lillee was unsuccessful with 2 appeals that looked to be very, very close against Peter Willie. And now he has trapped Boycott, LBW.
Again, Boycott moving across his wickets as the ball cut back into him. And you see it from another angle, the ball hitting not too high, just below the top of the stump, and possibly being very close to the leg stump line.
I think a controlled shot by Miller over the top of the slips on this bouncy wicket, Tony.
Yes, an interesting shot and then very fine delivery. The ball bouncing, Miller struggling to handle the bounce, getting an orthodox edge. An angled back, trying to play it down, I think. And the ball going way over the top of the slips for 4.
And that's the type of shot that Tony Greig was talking about. Didn't seem to hit it. It was going down the hill, and it's 4 runs. And it's gone. Dennis Lillee's got his 3rd wicket round the wicket. I suspect it was a little slowly, that bounced and took the top edge.
Magnificent bowling. The ball just outside off stump, holding up slightly. Gower gets the neck. Up goes Rod Marsh, and Dennis Lillee acknowledges with a little wave to Rod Marsh, who obviously gave him the idea of going round the wicket.
No third man, so Greg Chappell is taking the risk on runs being taken down in that area, and there's 4 of them there for Jeff Miller. Well, you don't see them much better than that. What a tremendous performance. The 2 great ones to Kim Hughes, who also made 99 in Australia's innings.
Good catch, not a good shot. That catch was as safe as houses. Hughes making absolutely no mistake about that. But notice where Miller is when he plays this ball. He's away to the leg side. His feet are outside the leg stump, and he can do no more than just steer that ball into the slip position for Hughes to come forward, in fact, I think, and slightly to his left to take that catch.
That's gone through. Outside edge, good ball there from Dimmock, and really didn't deserve to go down to the boundary for 4.
Jeff Thompson has just taken his 150th Test wicket, and he's the 9th Australian bowler to do that. And just fractionally under half his Test wickets have been against England, almost 50%, and that is a tremendous performance.
And he's gone. Caught, covered by Tui. Botham caught Tui. Bo Thompson 15. England 6 for 90.
The 1 wicket that Australia wanted. Ian Botham trying to force it, not keeping the ball down, and Peter Tui making an easy catch at cover. Just the 1 man on the offside, so that's England's 6th wicket gone down with a total on 90. Botham, who is an attacking player. Just the 1 man on the offside, Peter Tui at cover, and it's an easy catch. Really going for the hook there. Probably didn't intend it to go as fine as that. Probably coming off the gloves, but it's 4 runs, and that brings England's 100 up. Takes them to 101.
Six for 113. Taylor is 10, Brearley 24. Dimmock is bowling his 18th over. And good shot. A fine stroke that for Mike Brearley. Goes to 28 now, and the total to 117. Oh, good heavens, the foul. What a mistake. Well, Greg Chappell's been moving the ball around a lot. He's been bowling little outswingers and cutting it. But, my heavens.
Well, this one pitched outside off stump, not far outside off stump, and look at that nip back. A beautiful nip backer which takes the top of Bob Taylor's off stump, and so England in more trouble now. 6 for 123. What a tremendous delivery.
He's got it over the slips, into the ground, and he's got 4 runs for it. Brearley has scored only 1 run in the past hour. So if he does hum classics in that time, he would have had an opportunity to get Lou Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake. And there he goes now with his first run for about 45 minutes. And in fact, he's got 3, carrying him within 1 of his half centuries, moved to 49. And that's his 50. Mike Brearley finally gets his half century. Applause from his teammate and from the crowd.
First innings lead.
2 slips and a gully forward short leg.
And he's gone, caught behind. Lillee's fourth wicket. Fine bowling by Dennis Lillee. Brearley caught Marsh, bowled Lillee 64, 8 for 185.
Dennis Lillee here. This finding a very faint edge. It's through to Rod Marsh, and they're all crowding round him to congratulate him. That is Dennis Lillee's 100th wicket against England in Test cricket. Great performance by the bowler. It's a very thin edge by Brearley, caught by Marsh. England's total now 185 for 8.
Throw dropped again, I think. Just got the left glove to it, Rodney Marsh. And it goes down for a single.
Well, that's the first delivery we've seen Dennis Lillee pitch up there. Oh, it was a chance, all right. And Rod Marsh knocking it out of Greg Chappell's hand, actually. There was certainly a chance.
And more runs here for him. Could run away for 4. It's a long chase here for Dimmock. And in fact, the ball will beat him to the boundary. And that's 4 runs. So the 200 up for England. End of the over, 8 for 201.
The bowler, Jeff Dimmock, who's coming over the wicket. That's got to be out, yes. There's a good delivery. Good piece of bowling from Jeff Dimmock. And it looked to me, there was a little bit of swing there.
Yes, that was an inside edge, wasn't it? It looked to me as though the ball went from bat to pad.
No, I'd say it was LBW.
Yes, that's right.
Of Derek Underwood, LBW to Dimmock. There's a big gap out there through mid-off. And that was nicely timed by Graham Dilley. So well timed that he's picked up 4 runs.
Dilley was quite happy to stay with 2 runs there. He wanted to keep the strike.
Graham Dilley's made 31, and it's a very, very good innings. There's Wiener, and he can't get it. There's 4 more. Off the edge, but a good shot. As is shown there. The ball straight and well up. If you give him room to move outside the off stump, then he'll pick up runs, and he can be very dangerous. There's nothing attractive about his batting, but it's effective enough to have made 11 runs. There it is, Jeff Dimmock. A well-deserved reward for him. It could have been Thompson's wicket if he hadn't bowled so short and with such a lack of common sense, but in fact, Dimmock deserves it.
The ball moving off the seam, passing between bat and pad and hitting the...
When they opened the Australian second innings.
There's the hook. He's hit that one very well indeed. That's 4 runs. That's the perfect hook shot. Outside edge found. Lucky there for Laird. Streaky shot between second and third slips for 4.
Well, it is catches which win matches, and Randall played a shot very similar to that early on in the English innings and got himself out-caught. A difficult one, sure. Let's see whether that carries. Not quite. But the ball bisecting second and third slip.
Peter Willie remaining down on the ground. Seems a very disappointed man there.
Well, the wide delivery again. Laird going for the big drive. Succeeding in hitting it straight into the midriff of Peter Willie, who couldn't hang on to it, and there is the ball.
A better-looking shot. Nice, crisp, square cut, that one. The best stroke Wiener has played. He was well over that ball. There's a good start from Wiener. He danced down the pitch and hitting it into the side screen.
His best bowling is 5 for 44 versus Australia at Sydney in 78-9.
That's nasty. He's not wearing a helmet either. Yes, he is, but it's still got him. Now, where did that get him? Side of the jaw or the neck? As he turned. Yes, certainly the side, and but without being too dogmatic about it, I reckon he wouldn't be smiling too much if he hadn't been wearing that helmet. And Ian Botham is saying to John Lever that he'd like him to come along and do all the fielding, just in that dangerous sort of position.
That's a good shot. That's 4 runs. That's beautifully played. One of the most difficult shots in the game to play, the on drive. And he put it away beautifully. And that's his 50. What a better way to get 50. Well, none. So Wiener in his first test match with a half century, 117 minutes, 87 deliveries. And Australia now move on to no wicket, 473. And he's lifted that very nicely. It's gone down and out. It looks like it's kicked. The crowd signal 6.
What a beautiful, clean hit.
And that's it. He's gone. Caught, Randall, bowled by Underwood. Wiener out for 58. And Australia have lost their first wicket for 91.
There's the dismissal. It was almost predictable the way that Wiener was playing at those balls. And there's the catch.
Oh, well bowled. Well bowled, Derek Underwood. Bruce Laird has gone. And what a great catch it was by Bob Taylor. It may not have looked much, but the deflection was considerable. Inside edge, perhaps, onto pad.
Looked to me as though it bounced up off the pad onto the glove and somehow got through to Bob Taylor.
That's a nice stroke from Greg Chappell. And just beating John Lever.
And there's the hook. He's right in the middle of this one. That's 4 runs, and you cannot left it back.
That would have been out if he'd managed to clutch it. It certainly didn't bounce. It was going at tremendous pace.
A 91-run opening stand and some shoddy catching helped the Aussies to 2 for 168 at stumps on day 3. Wiener getting 58 with Laird struggling along to make just 33. Greg Chappell and Alan
Underwood to Greg Chappell. And he's gone. Stump. Well, that's a sensation to begin with. Ball floated up, bounced, and here's the shot and the replay.
Down the wicket. Smith bounced, tries to get back.
There's Greg Chappell going down. He's well out of his ground there. Beaten in the flight, beaten by the turn, beaten by the bounce, and a desperate effort to get back. Well, certainly that looked very close there. He made that effort to get back. Well, that really is a bad ball, and I don't think Lillee picked it up. Tries to make a sliding save on the boundary, and went for 4, but I don't think he picked it up. That's out. Caught, second slip by Miller. Hughes caught Miller, bow by bottom for 4. Here's how Kim Hughes went. He got 99 in the first innings. Straight into Miller, and Miller, in fact, had to double up and clutch the ball to his body to hold on to it. It was a straightforward catch, but he almost put it down. That's through. That's a fine shot. Long chase here for Randall, and he'll just get to it inside the boundary. That thing was crossed for 3. So Border now moving on to 48. And in fact, that shot by Alan Border, fine one, and brings up his 1,000 runs in Test cricket. A field for out, and he's gone, caught behind, hooking, bad shot. He was in the first innings out off the top edge, and this time just nicked it and threw to Taylor. Caught Taylor bull bottom for 3, 5 for 191.
Oh, a tremendous bouncer by Botham. Tui once again making the mistake of going for the hook on a bouncy sort of wicket, and umpire Weezer having no doubt about that. Up goes the ball, and there's the glove. Through it comes to Taylor, and up they go, everyone spontaneously, and a sick feeling there for Peter Tui.
Nicely placed for his half century. It's a good effort to hang in there by Alan Border after wickets fell today. Greg Chappell out for 43, Hughes for 4, and Tui for 3. And Border is still there on 53 in a total of 5 for 204. In fact, he has taken the second new ball, given it to Ian Botham. And this is 32nd over. And Marsh has gone. No wonder he's drooping his head. He hit that right in the middle of the bat, but it was placed perfectly away there to forward square leg, where the catch was taken by David Gower. Marsh is out, caught Gower, bowled Botham. The first ball with the second new ball, and Australia now 6 for 204.
Edge just wide of third slip. That'll go for 4, but it was an edge, and it was just wide. Lucky there for Bright, but he gets 4 runs for it. Both of them now, and that's out. Got to be out. A real shooter, and Bright had absolutely no chance.
I think Bright walked. He gave himself out. The ball kept very low, and as soon as he's hit in front of middle stump, Bright's walking away now before the umpire's finger goes up.
And that's well hit. That's really clobbered. He really got into that. Tremendous hook shot. Really lunged up for it and hammered it.
Well, as you can see, Border was not inside the line of the ball, yet for all that he managed to control that stroke magnificently.
And he's got that one through. He's got it for 4. He's found the gap. Wasn't much of a gap there, but he found it.
And that total and lead creeping up. Much to the gratification of Greg Chappell.
And he's got that away as well. That's 4 more runs, and that was a long hop this time. This is bad bowling, and he moves to 99.
Well, 8 runs literally handed to Alan Border on a platter in this over.
There it is. A nice way to come up with your first ever century against England. 4 to Alan Border. A splendid innings that. It's his 3rd Test match 100. Made 1 against India, one against Pakistan, and now one against England. He's made 1,057 runs in tests now, only 13 test matches, and he's the quickest Australian in time ever to that 1,000 runs. He's done it in less than a year. And there's a few more. A slower ball from Derek Underwood. Takes him now under 107. And that's his best test innings in Australia, beating the 105 he made against Pakistan in Melbourne last March. Got that away. He hasn't timed it. He's got it away over mid-wicket. And even though he didn't get it off the meat of the bat, it'll still beat David Gower up to the red. No man out at deep mid-wicket. That has hit Border in the face. I think it's got him on the side of the cheek. And I think we've got problems out there.
Certainly is a vicious delivery. Border going for the hook, getting right behind it. No helmet, and smacked him, looked like right behind the left ear.
And there's poor Alan Border now, going off. Retired hurt with 109 against his name.
Out. Lillee is gone. Caught. Well, we've had it. Lillee caught Willie, bowled Dilly for the first time of the season. So it's now 8 for 303, and there's a scoreline which we had all hoped for this season, but I wouldn't know if Dennis Lillee would hope for it. Lillee facing Dilly and steering the catch to Willie. Australia, I don't think, will be too worried now if they're all out within an hour and a quarter to go.
Certainly not. They're going to set England a task somewhere in the region of 350, the slightest shadow of doubt. And that will take a lot of scoring in one day's play, plus whatever's left over of today's play.
That's a good shot. That's going to go all the way. Randall is after it, but he can give it up, I think. That's 4 runs. And there's an appeal for a caught behind. He's out. Border caught. Taylor bowled by Willis for 115. The hook shot, not the type of ball really that should have got a wicket. It's very wide of the leg stump. And Border goes in this manner.
Wasn't a very good ball. Border was well inside the line of the ball. He just brushed it seemed, with his bat. And Willis is absolutely jubilant.
Well, there it was. And that's what happens to it. 4 runs.
Yes, that's what happens to the ball on occasion, but I can assure you not consistently.
And that's the end of it then. Thompson, bowled by Botham. Australia all out for 337, and England will need 354 to win this first test match. Thompson bowled, Botham 8. Dimmock is left 20, not out. Leg stump hit. In fact, the ball passing in front of Thompson and still hitting his leg stump.
But were sent out to bat anyway by the umpires.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a supposedly recognised opening batsman play a shot like that in my life. It looked more like a Woody Allen sketch, did that?
Oh, gosh, that must be close. That's absolutely fatal to do a thing like that. I reckon it's unpardonable. So Derek's not a recognised opening batsman. And that late swing with the breeze pushing the ball in, it had to be absolutely plumb.
No arguing about that. What a terrible shot for an opening batsman.
That's way over the top. And skating away across that outfield for 4 runs.
For a little while today, especially if it stays overcast.
There's an appeal for leg. He's out. Given out leg before, playing no shot. For the second time. Well, that's a dangerous thing to do. For the second wicket gone there, Willie leg before to Dimmock, playing no shot.
Well, having said he wouldn't swing it, he did. And in fact, not so much swing as nip back. Now, he didn't play a shot. It was tucked behind the leg. And the umpire had a very, very good look at that one. Dimmock goes up for the second time, and up comes the finger.
Good shot. That will go for 4 runs, I think, down through mid-on. Holding up a bit in the outfield, and Thompson giving chase valiantly. And the batsmen are crossing for their third. Not quite reaching the boundary, but in fact they're crossing for their fourth. They had plenty of time to run it. Good looking shot there by Gower. Off goes Thompson again, but this time he can give the chase up. Full toss, hit away down to the boundary by Gower. Timed sweetly. He certainly has picked up his runs very quickly so far.
Dropped him. That's good bowling from Dimmock. Alan Border managed to put that down.
Just one bounce a little bit. There we go. Not able to keep it down. And
that's out. David Gower, he won't be too pleased with that. It might have been a little bit of extra bounce from the pitch. But my word, what a good performance from Jeff Dimmock this morning. 3 wickets. And David Gower was caught by Thompson at mid-on.
trying to place it through that mid-wicket gap. Yes, Dimmock to continue. And that's a good shot from Miller. And that will go for 4. Over the line now. 4 runs to Jeff Miller.
Here's Thompson, and Miller's on strike. So Chappell, that's well bowled. Miller had to play at it. Greg Chappell took the catch, and Thompson has broken through. That's 4 down now for 75.
Didn't play too well. He didn't get right across.
Great shot. No need to run for that. Boycott's just coming down to cut down the pitch as it races away across the white line. Dennis Lillee again. Oh, good shot. Is this going to be the surge from the England batsman, Ian Botham? 2 boundaries and the 1 over. Didn't get up on that much. That may have been what confused him.
Really picked the wrong line, you see. It's outside that off stump. Did confuse him. There's a little bit of inconsistent bounce. Bottom very, very upset. Jubilation on the part of all the slips, the keeper, and of course, more than anyone, Dennis Lillee. That's the line of this delivery. It's way outside off stump. Bottom trying, if he had a middle that might well have gone sort of in the area of wide mid-on, mid-wicket. Succeeded only in getting a little top edge, and up goes Marshall.
That's gone. That's 4 runs. Bad ball, outside Boycott's legs, and Boycott made full excuse of it. Good shot by him. Left arm around. And there's a sweep shot once more, and that could well be 4 more. Boycott's 50. Well deserved. moves on to 52. A fine innings by Boycott. Well, full toss, and that's going to be 4. Real gift for Brearley. And Brearley putting it through the vacant mid-on position for 4. Bad ball from Thompson to start off with.
Brearley now cast firmly in a defensive role. Hard to imagine that he once scored 312 in a day for the MCC under-25 side in India against the North Zone.
Well, he's gone. He's out. Brearley out. England captain goes. Doesn't seem too pleased about it. Have a look at it. Caught behind, I think the decision was. And here it is.
Yes, it has to be caught behind because Brearley is given out by the umpire at the bowler's end.
Australia could have another all-rounder in the making here. He certainly spins the ball.
Good shot. Boycott is very strong in that area, just in front of square leg and through mid-wicket, and picks up 4 more. He's hardly put a foot wrong, Jeff Boycott, today against either pace or spin. He's gone on now to 76.
Jeff Boycott likes it. Short ball from Alan Border, 4 more runs. Takes Jeff on to 80.
He's played on. He's played it down into his stumps. That's a breakthrough for Australia. And they are absolutely jubilant. Here it is.
Absolute disaster for England with that ball coming back like a quick-off spinner. And really, Taylor getting that bat onto it, deflecting it, it seems onto his body, then onto the stump. Let's look at it again from behind. It certainly was a pretty good delivery, lifting and cutting back. There's the contact, and down onto the middle stump.
And he's out. There's an appeal for a catch behind the wicket, and the umpire has said not out. Well, the Australians are absolutely appalled, stunned. Say what you want. Here is it.
It hit the right spot, and it turned very abruptly. Notice how Boycott keeps his back foot pegged there behind the crease.
Well, here it is, the key to the result of this test match. Dennis Lillee has just taken the second new ball, and that'll be 4 to Graham Dilley, and more important, it'll bang a bit of shine off that ball, or it would have if those kids had stayed off the field.
Boycott having a little chat with his partner.
May well have been telling him to get that front foot right down the pitch. And Marsh has got him. My word, that was a good delivery. A beautiful piece of bowling by Jeff Dimmock. It was most important for the Australians that they kept Boycott away from the strike. And what a good performance from young Graham Dilley.
Magnificent delivery. Once again, just holding on. Look at that deflection. Big nick and well taken by Rod Marsh.
Julian Weiner. Underwood is gone. Caught Weiner bowled Dimmock, and Jeff Dimmock has taken 5 wickets in an innings against England. That was a lovely catch by Julian Weiner, and it's 9 for 211.
Marvellous catch. The ball wide and going up very quickly. Weiner very quick to move, get both hands up, and very, very well taken. Jubilation on the part of the Australians that Gordon.
Dennis Lillee, and Boycott is still on strike. So he's 97, and he's just looking for 2 to go to 99. On the verge of making his first century in a test match in Australia for 9 years. Jeff Boycott. Greg Chappell, and that is the end of the test, and Jeff Boycott has carried his bat to join a very select band. Australia have won this first test match against England. Jeffrey Boycott is 99 not out. Bob Willis was caught Greg Chappell, bowled Dimmock without scoring. England all out 215. Jeff Boycott is now the third England player ever to carry his bat through the innings